9, 5, 0.
Welcome to the 950 Lounge Show, hosted by Kevin KP Pryor, the LeBron James of the radio game, the amazing Steph Pearl, the extremely hilarious Rodeo, Mike the moderator, and of course, Backstage Ed. You are listening to the best team in radio. And now I present the 950 Lounge.
We're back on the ride, 950 Lounge, still joined by the best team in radio, and we got family in the building. It's a young lady who's done amazing things from an acting perspective, modeling perspective. Really kind of done it self-made, pulled it out the mud, and she's here back on the show.
The mud.
That it's mud. She from the brick city.
Like she's some clay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 950 Lounge for the lovely, super talented Miss Ivy Vavoom. What's going on, darling? How are you?
Thank you. I'm good. I'm glad to be here again, and I miss
We
you
miss
guys.
you, girl.
We miss you too.
Yes.
We miss you too. It's always a blessing having you on. It's funny I saw you reposted the last time you was here. Well, on the show, not we're at now.
flashback.
Yeah, we're now in Georgia,
That was in
Weezy Land
Brooklyn.
in New York City. But you posted that, and it's a standpoint just how the growth of all of us from a standpoint of show talk and what you've done. You've had a lot of growth since you've last in an interview, from your modeling, your new campaign, your grandma, which I still find I
Yes.
can't wrap my head around.
Neither can I.
But talk
You should have
about
let her tell that.
no, that's
No,
what
I
she
like when he tells
You know,
it.
entertainment world,
Listen,
people
let-
get
let-
the wrong age. They don't want to know everything.
Let me
them
be a
tell her.
journalist. You just
Alright.
sit back and act you're funny, or
Okay.
try to be funny.
All right.
But Ivy, kind of dive in. What's new?
Oh man, so yeah, I'm a brand new grandma.
God
It's
bless
first
you. I'm glad
time.
you said it.
It's a blessing.
Let you say it.
It's been, it's been work, because I have kids in college, so it's been trying to start back from day one again and being supportive of my daughter and whatnot. I had to take a break from acting and modeling for quite some time. So now this year, 2026, I was just like, I got to get back to me. I took care of my granddaughter for the first few months that she's
you
been
back
here.
outside.
Yeah,
Gonna get
so I'm
warm
just
again.
like,
All right.
2026, self-love,
Top down.
self-made. I'm in my Phoenix era, so I'm like, I
We
got to get back to
got a
me.
rooftop event for you this summer, but
Okay.
I'll say I
All
digress.
right.
I said
Be
that.
outside.
Yes. So
Paul
I'm,
said I might be there too. She won't be there, but that's beyond.
he
the
said I
point.
might be there.
Excuse me.
But I always look forward to meeting with everyone again, and just
Mm-hmm.
get back in touch so I could get myself going forward again. I'm back in New York temporarily because I'm transitioning out to Florida, and I have my daughter out in college out there, so it's kind of like back and forth. I'm like torn in between New York, but the culture over here is.
So basically, you actually if you officially moved to Florida, or you just like
No, we're
transitioning there
transitioning.
for a minute, then coming back to New
yes,
York.
transitioning.
Because
yeah.
eventually
The
you
goal
gonna go
was
to
to-
acting, you gotta
I have
come
to be
back to New York.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. So that was a discussion.
No more spirit, but you gotta come.
I ain't do spirit. I ain't trying to become a spirit before my time. I'm
What
sorry.
do you mean I can't get on that plane? There's
Soul
nobody on that plane.
Right.
Got lockers instead of overhead. But I saw recently you did a photo shoot for a new clothing line. Kind of talk about that. Something.
So I did a swimwear photo shoot, which was chosen PHX, and I don't want to, miss
Yes.
name it, but yeah. So that was put off also for quite some time as well, because about, I would say 2 years ago, they asked me to, be a brand ambassador for them, and I kind of wasn't, so many different things going on, so I just couldn't put the time for that. But yeah, so when I got back, I was like, they DM me and they were like, listen, you think you could? I said, hell yeah, let's go.
All you gotta do is
2026.
say, what, you want me to
there.
back? Cut the check.
Yes.
That's all you gotta do is say.
Yeah, no freebies in
Cut the
26.
check.
I'm like, I'm back. Let's get the show on the road.
Where's the check?
Yes. So I'm trying to stay busy.
The one thing I've always admired about you is because we've known each other now for a while.
Right.
Is that you did all this after being a mom. You didn't start out at 16. You might
were
have,
self-made.
but you
Yes.
you recreated, you pivoted, and
Yes.
did your pivot
Self-made.
and made it work. And I think again, it's you're a testament to when people look at like I'm too old or I'm not. That's not me anymore. That to say no, if it's something you really want to do and
Right.
go after it, just go after it.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
you've
I
shown
agree.
that.
I feel that, age is, again, like cliche, just a number. You know what I mean? However you feel inside, I think that's the way you should express yourself.
Right.
You know, and if you feel like you're still young at heart, go for it. You know what I mean?
Well,
Enjoy
don't
life.
say that to everyone, because some people think
Well,
they're young at
yeah,
heart.
yeah.
It just
Right,
it ain't
right.
clicking.
Yeah, you still need help with that damn walker. Sit your ass over there.
Oh, Otis on there, Mr.
I will
Otis.
say though, if I had a walker, you know I'm gonna be shimming.
Get your ass off the dance floor. You scratching up the floors
That's
with
where
that.
you're gonna find me
Yeah.
with my little wheelchair, with my little cane.
The
and
moonwalk
whatnot.
is for the feet, not for the wheels. Go over there. You're like, okay, look.
You gonna find me on that dance floor.
Boat ride open,
You
skeet
know?
so much they call it video. But
I can't go up those stairs. You know damn well I can't get upstairs.
now, acting wise, I mean, obviously now you're kind of back, on the scene. Has anything come up? I mean, really now we see the growth of independent films. We just had Wally and Khalif up here with their new film Brain
Yeah.
Fest. That will actually be at the red carpet on shameless plug. But talk about what you want to do. What's the growth from a role perspective? Where do you see yourself going as an actress?
As an actress, I feel like I actually love it, because you get to actually pivot into different personalities when you're filming, and so you get the experience of other people's experience, in the sense where it's like you got your highs and your lows, you have your reality of things that are going on in this world and in life itself. So, and then you just get to tap into different skills and talents, and for me, I love it, because it's like, okay, I could relate to that, I've been there, done that, so let me do that, you know. But I feel that for me, I cannot decide which one I enjoy more, which is the modeling or the acting. It's like I'm doing both, and so it's just like I'm still finding my way in that.
Have you
Acting
ever
how to be a model. That's a show.
Well, that too.
have you ever thought about coming on the other side of the mic and doing something like this?
Yes, I've thought about it as well. Again, there's a lot of things going on out there where, I've had people even reach out to me like, how do you do that? Or how do you feel so confident, exposing yourself in this, in this script or in this photo, and it's just like, it's confidence. You have to love yourself, and you have to be able to tap in.
Believe we see your pictures. You are damn well confident.
Thank
and
you.
Be smiling and posing.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be like,
Rodeo was looking at real estate in Orlando just because he saw your pictures. Was like, yo, man,
Hey, go for it.
maybe I'll go to Central Florida, wherever the
Why you
part of the state
laughing?
she
You
I
at.
said go for it. Go for
you laugh
it.
like James Evans.
Nah, you don't want rodeo moving to Florida, dog. You don't.
Come on outside.
tear
We
it up over
outside. You said 3 in the morning. We still
Trust me,
outside.
I know. It's my
Florida
fault.
got enough issues.
You know?
Florida got enough issues.
Good. So we're gonna take a quick break. You're here for question of the day, so we're gonna get all on your business, But doing it journalistically. So that's me.
Yes.
Ivy Vavoom, Non-Fee Lounge. Don't go nowhere. We're back on the ride, Non-Fee Lounge, still joined by the best team in radio and our special guest, Miss Ivy Vavoom, Grandma in charge. I guess I still can't get over that. But we're in the question of the day time, and question of the day is presented by the good people. Where, moderator?
Sound Parlor Radio. www.soundparlorradio.com. You want to lay back, you want to relax, you want to chill. You need a break from the day. You need something to break the monotony of the struggles of this life. Come on by, take a listen to Sound Parlor Radio. Whether it's gospel in the morning or whether you want me to be the soundtrack of your night for them overnights. Cool jazz, smooth vibes, a little bit of education thrown in there. And of course, it's Sound Parlor. It's brought to you by the good people of Sound Parlor Radio.
Well said. I can say the voice of God again. Nobody's going to question me on that since that person's not here. But today's question of the day is, should couples split bills 50-50 or does it depend on the situation? Should couples split bills 50-50 or does it depend on the situation? Now, I'm going to start with our guest, Ivy. Now, Ivy, I must have mentioned, like I said, I don't think getting to know you and looking at you now, you probably don't have to spend 50-50 for anybody. But from your standpoint, would you be opposed if you had to spend 50-50 in a relationship? Would it bother you?
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. I just think that it depends on the situation. You know, sometimes, today you could be at 100% and tomorrow you'll be at 50%.
Yeah, the mail didn't come today. I didn't get my check.
Wake
You
up,
gotta
it's the
pay
first
for that.
of the month.
Yesterday's prices are not today's
prices,
Right.
know.
That's
But
right.
I'm not opposed to it, Sometimes you just never know. Life happens.
Yeah.
For example, you can have a job today and tomorrow you're getting laid off. Look at what happened with Spirit Airlines.
Yeah.
Now let's imagine that these people have families at home and they have partners at home, and it's like you got to pick up that 80-20, so 50-50.
It's 2026.
Right.
Let me
We
go to
splitting
someone who
everything down
believes
the
in
line.
the 80-20 rule. That's Rodeo. He's 20%.
Splitting everything down the line.
Rodeo, what do you think about splitting bills 50-50? If you with a woman, do you feel like that's something that you should be the provider all the way through, or you accept that
Her ass is
50%?
home too, burning up lights. She should spend money on that too. I mean, well, come on, let's be being real about it. You know what I'm saying? People today are so they don't want to tell their real truth. They want to hide behind some or tell their truth to the third party. Then the third party wind up telling the first party, well, you should have paid for that because he or she did not have it. The thing is that if you're in a relationship and everybody wants to be treated fairly, and it's a commitment. Commitment comes with responsibilities.
But isn't that your responsibility as a man in a relationship?
What to pay for everything? Let me ask, do you pay for everything?
I asked you the question, that's not me.
No, but the thing is that it's responsibilities. The thing is that if you have a home, it's a responsibility to maintain a home. Now, if I'm in charge of the mortgage, you be in charge of the Conessa. If I'm in charge of the cable, you be in charge of the food. It comes boundaries that people must come together on. If you leave everything to one person, basically that one person gonna feel that if they don't do it, everything falls apart. You cannot put everything on one person, especially not today.
I think it's a partnership thing. I think
exactly.
that once you're in a relationship, that's a partnership. That we a team. And there's team players that need to play their part.
Right, if you front, I'm back.
That's
Pause.
right.
Nah, that didn't even sound right. Pause.
Damn, you said it.
The views and opinions expressed by Rodeo
Pause. That didn't even sound right.
strictly the views and opinions of Rodeo and nobody else here.
Rodeo said
My
whatever
head said something, but my mind was like, wait a minute. Did you
Rodeo
guys
said
say that?
whatever I do on my private time is my own goddamn business.
I paid for it.
Let me go to you, moderator. Now, moderator, you're kind of the voice of reason. If I think of anybody in this cast, you're the mature man. You're the distinguished
John
man,
Shaft.
A.K. Lou Rawls.
John Shaft.
So that's your new nickname, Lou Rawls. But
Lou Rawls.
So Lou had a heavy hand too.
Yeah.
I digress. But you think in a relationship that should it be 50-50, or is it like, well, listen, no, if I'm asking that woman to do the cooking and I hate to be
Cleaning.
like, I'm not a male chauvinist, but just for the sake of conversation, doing all the domestic things, is it apropos to ask the man to take care of the billing aspect? Your thoughts, moderator?
I think the dynamic of relationships and the dynamic of society today, whose responsibility is what has to be determined when we've reached a point that our relationship requires who's doing what. For example, if I just ran out, met some chick, we done went on 4 dates, then the level of responsibility of each one of us in this particular type of relationship is different than what's required in relationships that go further along. And I'll give you this example. I have a friend of mine, good dude, spent time in the military, stayed overseas, went to 3 different countries to learn, went to cooking schools in 3 different countries to learn 3 different country cuisines. Comes back home is the master in the kitchen, right? His wife, now of like 11 years, said, look, you obviously are good in the kitchen. Why don't you stay home, take care of home responsibilities, and I'll go out here with my job and I'll do what I do. Now, that doesn't say he doesn't work, but yet at the same time, dude, he's Kev in terms of being a germaphobe neat freak. So he could cook and pour food on the floor and you eat off the floor and it's probably cleaner than a plate, right? So, but again,
Yes, he still has other, income sources. He pays a certain set of bills. She pays a certain set of bills. But they've defined that. A lot of the defining responsibilities in relationships is directly rooted in an individual's personal security with themselves. Be wary of the person that wants to pay everything off the bat, because you're later on going to find out that they may or may not be a narcissist.
Right.
So by them paying all the bills, they have that now intrinsic security where they feel that this is not a relationship, you're a servant, and vice versa. So across the board, if we just going to blanket it, we need to define, what are you comfortable with? That doesn't mean that if you don't got rent this month, that rent don't get paid, because that's your responsibility. That just means that we've amicably come to a decision. Babe, I got that this month.
Applaud that man.
I got that. You got it? I got it. You need it? Both our money funny? Then you know what? Maybe we ain't going out.
Your money always been funny. That's why we laugh at you.
That's my humble opinion. I digress.
You better get that Swanson. What about you, Steph Pearl? Now, Steph, like I said again, obviously, the lovely super talented Steph Pearl. Let me say your full name, because I seen you in action, Steph. And like I said, you probably ain't got to do a lot of 50s either. You know what?
Even her feet don't even touch the floor, but she's still moving.
She levitates. She levitates. But your thoughts in that situation, or is it an insult if the man says, "Listen, Steph, you got to come up with that 800 because 1600 ain't me."
We need that mic, man.
So as I got older, I realized I don't put myself in those situations. I've played the role of paying for everything, and it is not pleasant to realize that you are taking that role of a man. It's very uncomfortable, and then you start to not honor or respect the person you're with, right? So there's that aspect, and then for some people it makes them start cheating, right?
Why? Because you paid all the bills?
Well, I was paying a lot.
So
I would
you
go
started
out
cheating?
No.
Oh, he started cheating?
No.
Okay.
No.
You said cheating.
But I'm just saying what I've witnessed from other people.
Not you. I didn't say you.
You confusing us, Steph.
I got her. She good. I got you.
Yes, I know you got it.
I got you.
Exactly. Yeah.
I
they
got you.
like to twist and turn, and especially this one right here.
Call me a Twizzler.
All right.
I
But
still don't understand.
what I'm trying to say is that I've played different roles.
Yes.
I've learned from each and every one of them, and I
Both
am
sides.
in a great spot where I have a very good supportive man, right? He doesn't mind being the provider. He doesn't mind doing those things. But at the same time, as a woman, I play that role as someone who's got his back. Something, God forbid, happens. I'm like, babe, I got you.
Right.
How many more shifts do I need to do?
Steph placed the money on the coffee table, and he walks by like, "Oh wow, all right, I'll take it."
No, it ain't like that.
Better hope blow up.
I can actually see where she's coming from and what she's trying to say. So from my experience, my past experiences where I was in a relationship for so many years, and it was like, okay, I'm just giving this man face, and I'm taking on all the responsibilities. I'm taking care of home. I'm taking care of the bills. I'm taking care
Yeah, I
of
can see you got upset.
Cooking,
You said
I'm
this
cleaning,
man.
right?
You didn't even give him a
'cause I'm
name.
not
You just
gonna
said
name
man.
drop.
He's a man.
But
Face.
it becomes a lot, for a woman, where it's like now we have to be in our masculine era, right? We can't be feminine because we have to take care of everything that we feel that a man should be able to take the
I
load.
think, in a lot of women, I think I'm glad you said that. That's why women feel they have to be. Women can't be women. Today they feel that they have to be. It's like women gotta be more assertive. They gotta take the role, and some men get like, "Oh, you ain't letting me be a man." Then act like a man.
Act like
if
one.
you act like a man,
Yes.
then let me act like a woman.
Yes.
You again, we're talking to Ivy Vavoom. This is Question Today presented by Sound Paula Radio. You make a very good point, Ivy, because that takes a different turn here, because again, we are seeing more and more where women, especially young women, are becoming more aggressive.
Yes.
And we're seeing men become a little bit more,
Feminine.
Feminine.
I-
Let's
you know,
just say it.
that's
This
right,
is all
yeah.
what it is. Thank
Touchy.
you, Rodeo.
Right.
So, is this a situation where is this situation because of the destruction of the family? where these young boys are not necessarily being raised by men or having male figures. And it's obviously tapping in as they become men and go into relationships. They're used to being, mommy washes my dishes and
Yes.
wash my clothes.
Yes.
And,
they're depending on
Right.
the women to do everything because they don't have a male role model to show them otherwise. You have them coming outside, and then you got these young guys now arguing with women.
Yeah.
And you want to be catty with women. And so it's like, what role are we playing here?
Yeah.
And who's at home? What are you learning at home? Because again, learning, the first education is at home. So when you come outside, you're just describing and demonstrating what you're lacking in the household. And that could be the male figure. That could be, that you should be the one to provide and respect and be able to meet a female halfway and take on and reciprocate, what it is that we are as women providing for you at home.
Right.
Take the load, reciprocate that.
Now, what about the women that, when you hear these things about, I know there was a post a couple years ago about where women won't go on dates, they won't go to IHOP, they won't go to Cheesecake Factory, and
They have standards.
Well, but again, you
But
got
they broke.
but you gotta have, but rodeo, you gotta have. You can't tell me you want to go to Mr. Child's, but don't know what a salad fork is.
Yeah, but
because now I'm looking at you
that
stupid.
say they won't go to the Pancake House or places like Sizzler. They only want to go to like 5-star restaurants.
Right, but you
They
can't go to a
standards.
5-star restaurant if you don't know what a salad
Yeah,
fork
but
is.
but
That's
you,
all
regardless,
social
you still
media
can have
garbage.
standards.
I just
That's
think it's
standards.
just hype. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm good with take me to Waffle House. I'm all right with that.
Oh, you ghetto.
What?
Oh,
Hold up.
I
Slap-
could be.
You can slap him. You know
You
that.
know,
right?
I
but they
could be.
said the Waffle
But I know
House
how
is
to
ghetto.
I know how to adapt.
Waffle House ain't ghetto.
Yeah.
I know how to
If
adapt
the
to my
cook is
environment.
smoking a cigarette
Waffle
over
House
cooking your
ain't ghetto.
eggs, that's ghetto.
You just go to the ghetto ones.
He ain't been nowhere.
He ain't been
Waffle
nowhere.
House ain't ghetto.
It ain't ghetto.
Maybe a little
Yeah,
I
urban,
just feel
but
that,
it ain't ghetto.
I can adapt. You know what I mean? And I just feel like it's just superficial for me to say, because I'm carrying myself this way now, well, I need to go to a 5-star restaurant. No.
See,
I'm okay with
my take on
a
that.
drive-through. I'm
my
okay
take on
with
that, and I really want your opinion on this. But my take on that is this: those statements like that, I won't go here, I won't eat there, you won't feed me this. Those are reactionary, survival-based responses. When you live in a situation where there basically is no future, when you're raised by a parent who's done nothing but struggle, maybe they didn't want to fight the struggle anymore and just acquiesce to their surroundings, then you raise children, you put out an aura of yourself that says, I've had to do this because I don't see a profitable tomorrow. So therefore, if I don't see a profitable tomorrow, and when I say profitable tomorrow, I don't necessarily mean the tangibility of financial allotment. I mean, am I going to breathe tomorrow? Am I going to have a roof tomorrow? Is this man going to choke me out tomorrow? Is this woman going to stab me in her sleep tomorrow? Are they going to cut off my check tomorrow? When you start to look at those things, then you make a statement like, you're not taking me to Olive Garden. You know why? Because I don't see a foreseeable tomorrow. So since I don't see no tomorrow, I need it all today. And what included in all of today is not Olive Garden. It's what's that joint we like
Yeah.
the
Yard
one the-
House.
the-
Yard
the-
House.
We want you as a sponsor, Yard House.
not that one. What's the joint out in Roosevelt that is the high end?
Oh, Grand
version?
Lux.
Grand Lux. I need Grand Lux because I don't see a tomorrow. I'm not doing a doggy bag. Why? Because I don't see a tomorrow.
Nah,
so when you
I'm
raised
just going to
with-
do your doggy style.
right,
but
when
that's
you
another-
raised with no future, when all you know is no potential future, then you know what? You become petty. I'll argue with a chick. I might not be here tomorrow. You know what? I gotta go here to eat. I'm not eating over there. Why? Because I may never get the opportunity. The old people used to sing a song in church, right? The song was, I believe I'll testify while I have a chance. But the end of the chorus was, because I may not have that chance anymore. So for people who live a life structured off of, there may not be a anymore, there may not be a tomorrow, and everything is now, hand to mouth, and tomorrow may never exist, you get these types of responses.
Well-
Your opinion.
You're right.
He said a mouthful. I know.
Where do you want me to sign
That's
that?
the good Reverend Doctor right there. Set it
I
up.
will pay for the check. I will pay for the rent. I'll even pay for the parking.
He's
Just
like,
tell me
I'm
where to
out.
sign that. You know what I'm saying?
Mic drop.
All right.
That was a forceful.
Yeah.
But put us in a bowl, Ivy, before we take a break.
I just think that again, tomorrow's not promised to nobody. And you want to be treated as you would treat yourself. And if you feel that, you know what, that's what you want to do, then hey, by all means. I mean, not everybody is, in the mindset of that. Some people are just expecting like, okay, well, what are you going to do for me? Straight off the rip, and it's like, we don't even know each other. Let's get to know each other. Let me see if you're worthwhile, if the time that we spend together is worth me even,
Exactly.
you know?
I used to do nothing but, and this is, and before we got it, I used to do nothing but papaya and Central Park, 2 hot dogs and a
That's
papaya.
it.
Or as I got older, Starbucks was my #1 spot. And that's a lot of money these days, $10 per cup of coffee. So you're lucky to get that. And if I like you, then we can progress on. But
Right.
I think, again, it's just that when people trying to get everything out of you, it ain't out the shoot is not going to work anyway,
Right.
because now you always have me in anticipation. We got to wrap up. 10 seconds. Want to go?
I was always taught if a woman or a man is engaged, they engage in each other, you could take them to a McDonald's and sit down.
That's
That'll be
right.
like a 5-course meal, and you have a #1, I'll have a #2.
That's
and
it.
if we
can't-
lucky, we could get a #3 and take
But
it
you
with
can't
us.
do that on every day. Can't do that on every day rodeo. But we're gonna
Says who?
take a quick break. We're gonna do a part 2. This is something new we're doing here now. One World Series part 2 question day. Ivy Vavoom, 950 Lounge. Don't go nowhere. We're back on the Rod 950 Lounge, still in the middle of question of the day, part 2 edition with the lovely Ivy Vavoom. The best team in radio and streaming TV. Go to our website. New website's being revamped, www.950lounge.com. If you need a superstar studio in the city, go to One World Studios. Check them out on Instagram. Tell them 950 Kev sent you. So part 2 of this question today, presented by the good people at Sound Paula Radio, is, can a person really change after cheating? Now, we've seen this big thing with Mike Brable, the football coach, and the reporter, Diane Rossini, and I don't know if they were even cheating. They sounded like they were in love, but that's a whole nother thing.
This
But-
is up my alley.
Well, there you go. So I know you got that pillow and those baby wipes in the car, so you won't be able to take a shower anymore. But can a person really change after cheating? Can somebody be born again and pivot and right the wrong of their ways? Ivy, your thoughts?
I think so. I think yes, they can. It has to be in them to want that change. And sometimes either they're doing it for self or they're doing it for the one, where they feel like, you know what, I need to stop my BS. This is somebody I want to focus on. And this is just something where, it can be a companionship. It can be, again, like I said, the one. Where it's like, oh, yeah, I'm not trying to
So
lose this
it's-
person
so
or lose myself.
Cheating is acceptable if you're with somebody, but then that person maybe it just fizzled, and you met somebody, and that person kind of replaced the person you're with. Technically, it's cheating, but is it a good situation where because the heart never lies, it's not really cheating?
You know what?
No, it's a conundrum. I threw at you. That was a Nolan Ryan split finger
It's a
fastball.
different stroke.
But I'm saying, is that considered cheating if the heart is saying this is who I love and like, but I've made a commitment to somebody, whether that was on legal document and paper or just a commitment of one-on-one interaction, is that really cheating? Can you cheat on yourself is the question.
Sometimes you can.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can. You just like you're going against.
Because I fall in love every day. That's just me. But I'm saying, like,
see, look in the mirror,
But
you know,
there
I mean,
are things that I always tell people all the time.
But is it worthwhile?
Right. Respect is greater than love.
Right.
Because you can listen, we live in New York City. We're in Midtown Manhattan. I'm sure there's a lot of things you better check the Adam's apple with in this day.
Right.
Oh my
But I'm
God.
sure there's a lot of people you see and you go, wow, but respect is what says, well, I have somebody here. I have a mortgage.
And
She
what do
got
you
papers
value?
on me, that type of thing.
What do you value?
Right,
You know what
okay.
I mean? Is the person, someone worth, like, oh, this is not working out, and you feel like, okay, you cheated, and it's like, but things weren't working out for quite some time.
Right.
Yeah.
And sometimes things, people are there
It's
for a
a
season
reason
and a
to the
reason.
madness. I
Yes,
always say it's a
that too.
reason. A lot of times people be like I said, if you ain't gonna confront your problems with your significant other,
And keep
you
it real.
you start confronting your problems with a third party.
Yeah. I
Steph
agree.
Pearl, your thoughts. Can a person really change after cheating, or once a cheater, always a cheater?
So
She has a lot of experience, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of experience.
But
yes, there are serial cheaters. I
Fina
do.
laughs in the
I
back.
do believe. I do believe that people can change, and sometimes people may just cheat because, let's say, they're being starved from love.
I agree.
Right, and they really want the attention of their partner so bad, but they cannot, for some reason, obtain that from their partner.
So they fill the void.
Exactly, they look
You
for
sound
it
like a
somewhere
guy.
else.
You sound like a marriage counselor now.
They
you know
they
what I'm saying?
obtain it from somewhere else.
Women been doing a lot of battles.
And then feel the guilt from it, right? Which obviously they have to live with that, process that, and then maybe in their own mind, without even telling their partner, that they have to kind of like heal from that on their own, or just tell the partner, right?
Right.
But then if you tell the partner, then
There's
you're
a chance that you're gonna lose that person.
exactly right.
Moderator, what about you? You know, you come from very spiritual background at home, right? So, for instance, is it really cheating unless you've given vows? Like if you're just dating somebody and you say, you know what, you knew you was a dog when I met me. You know how I get down. I met you when I was messing with somebody else. So why you getting mad because I moved on you? You know what it is. Is it really cheating if you don't have any, if you didn't make any commitment to each other? Or is it just we just buying time? I blaze you, you blaze me. What? That's the great DMX once said. But moderator, I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, he just put you out there.
Wow. Well, I think like this. I think that cheating in and of itself is an entity that we use to explain or not explain pre-pending issues. First of all, everyone that you interact with is not here forever. That's number one. Everyone is not meant to be here forever. Everyone some people didn't even want to be here. So they weren't supposed to be here anyway, i.e. you mess with somebody, you went out, ladies, this ain't a kid's show, so I can keep it adult. You went out, it's for you, there's for them, and you just happen to get left with the one that wasn't nobody messing with.
Musical chairs.
Right?
When the music went off, you had to grab
Usually the
somebody.
one that really know how to, well, never mind, that's another story for another day. But nonetheless, moving right along, right? So we treat relationships as though they're non-perishable. And the minute you move into a non-perishable mind state, anyone is subject to quote unquote be a relationship. And therefore you set yourself up to be hurt because this person paid no dues to earn any space in your life. You got them here under the pretenses like, well, I met her, she's cute, and we're here. When in reality, jelly, bread, motor oil all have the same thing in common. They all have an expiration date at the bottom of the container. So once you have a better comprehension of, hey, listen, everybody is not meant to be here forever. That's where we run into the problems of people who start to not relate in the relationship and now someone feels the need to cheat. You know what? If somebody would have said from the beginning, you know what? I don't really believe this was meant to be from the jump. I don't believe you were meant to be more than 90 days or, something. Maybe not that crass. Charles would speak that way. But maybe something not that crass. But when the cheating becomes involved, cheating starts to mask other things. If I'm not feeling the emotion between the two of us, so now I'm cheating. Oh, I'm cheating in a relationship. How about this? How about I never really liked that person from the beginning. They just satisfied a void in my life at that moment. And now that that void has been repaired or that hurt has been repaired, I come to realize you really weren't who I wanted. You were just who I needed at that moment.
You were just a stopgap.
You were just a stopgap,
Right.
as cold or cruel as that may sound. Now, you working from the other side of the brain with a different perspective. You spend some time with that person. You get to know that person a little better. You start to pay attention to the things that you try to put off, like, that's cute. No, if he grabbed you around the neck in Walmart, that ain't cute. So don't be mad when he's two-fisting you in the middle of the street. with a baby on your hip and 3 years into a marriage.
Did you just counsel somebody the last couple of days? But that seemed fresh.
Some of my experiences in life are rather interesting.
I forget you were a paramedic. You did that. You,
Sometimes people don't really think that deeply into what you just said. People
Right.
just
They're
like
just on the
stroll through
surface.
life,
They
right?
do. They just do.
So
And henceforth, that's where a lot of that
is
comes
true.
from. Like, especially nowadays. Let's fast forward this to 2026, right? You have to be more diligent with who you're involved with because of the circumstances in which we reside in the world.
Right.
Now, we'll take our lovely guest here, right?
extremely, yes.
Thank you.
You're a grandmother. It'll take me a week or two to grab my head around that, but
Yes,
that's
but it's
not
still
the end
taking
of
me
that.
some time as well. Don't
Right?
worry about it.
But you also have a daughter.
Yes.
I'm led to believe that every 6th man who crossed you on the street did not meet your children.
Right.
Is that accurate?
Correct.
Right. So that's where we are today. We have people who every 7th person that is in front of them online gets to come home and meet their kids or gets to meet their parents. So now you bring all kind of things into the circumstance. Whereas in this day and age, you don't know which. I just read a story in the newspaper about a dude who cut up and dismembered a girlfriend. They're giving him life, but the man's 87 years old and just recently cut up somebody like 4 months ago. Right? So therefore, recently.
I guess he'll be working in the library.
Right?
At the
So
prison.
my point being is that you don't know who you're bringing home.
Right.
We're not at an age where you may or may not be bringing home someone crazy. There's a greater probability you bringing home someone crazy.
So then, so in that aspect, my cheating is justified because this person might be an axe murderer. So I might as well
Right.
go out and get this other thing because this girl crazy.
I mean, it's not so much that aspect, although I kind of agree. But while it's not necessarily that, it's more to the perspective of we have to do a better job of paying attention to our feelings because the person you may cheat on
Right.
May
May-
have mental health issues.
Crazy, deranged.
maybe
yeah.
looking at 9 to
Yeah.
11 at the state
I
correctional.
have had that. I've had that happen to me.
9.5 to 15. Get off with 85% of your time, right? So I mean, you don't want that.
I would say, Rodeo, a lot of your exes were crazy.
No, I'll share a little story. I shared it with y'all. I'll share it with you, Ivy. I had a female that handcuffed me to the bed and
this
then left
story.
me in her house for 3 hours. And I had to pee. I wish
Last
I had
week.
to do a number 2. I would have did everything over her bed.
What?
It was Tuesday.
Yeah. And then came back and they said, I just wanted to teach you a lesson. I said calmly, like Ike Turner would say to Tina, just unhandcuff me. That's
Right.
all I know. Just unhandcuff me. That was it.
This happened Tuesday night.
What?
So he just, this is fresh.
And I've had windows busted out. I've had tires slashed. I've had
you get into
toothpicks in
some
my
erotic.
But
But that was our young age. It's like, we grown. We outcast that. Now we in a new
He
era.
was a big fan of
Right.
Zane.
Now we at
Sexual
950 Lounge.
Zane
Back then,
Chronicles,
we
yes.
were just at the lounge. Now we at 950 Lounge.
Which Chronicle? Skyscraper? Or?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's what's that?
You know how it is, mama. You know what I'm saying? You're young, you do crazy
Right.
things.
50 Shades of Grey.
Right.
Go ahead, Ivy.
But I just think that was, you do got to get to know people before you even get into certain situations. Or
I
even
thought I
into a
knew I
relationship.
fed her.
You took her to McDonald's. That's why you said
The
you go there
number
every
one,
day.
number two.
Number
We
two.
shared the number
Number
three.
three.
See what happens.
She was reacting off that burger being not all the way cooked.
Because
and-
you asked for a Diet Coke, ain't have. Don't get mad at me. I did
She's
my
like,
part.
no, they put extra onions in
Yeah,
my
I did
freaking
my
burger.
part.
we can't thank you enough, Ivy, for coming today. And
I thank
again,
you guys for
we
always
salute
have
your
that
renaissance in
open
the
door.
industry
Welcome.
and the things that going on. And Fina talking to Mama when it was just like she don't know better. But real quick, where can people reach out to you, find more information?
Well, you can find me on Instagram at Ivy_Vavoom.
Vavoom.
Vavoom.
That could be, I remember I said it could be a car dealership.
Yes,
Vavoom. Yeah. Bad credit, no credit.
Bad credit,
Vavoom.
got it.
Kitchen.
Vavoom got you. Bad credit or no
He's
credit.
always said that.
That's for the
Yeah.
people in the Bronx. Bad
Right.
credit, no credit,
At least we
no
know he don't
job
have
at all.
Alzheimer's.
You know?
Yet. But
Yes,
Yeah.
and my name is Yvette. So they all, some people call me Ivy, Evie. Evie's my childhood nickname because, short for
Yvette.
Yvette. But, yeah.
just don't come at you 50-50.
Right.
There you
and
go.
you can always find me on the dance floor. So
She outside with those
The
shoes.
hottest the hottest grandma in the game.
Yes,
Thank
right.
you so much,
Thank
Ivy,
you.
for coming. We appreciate
Thank
it. Gonna
you
take a
for
quick
having me.
break. Keep this thing moving. Best team in radio. Where else you want to be?